In its relatively short history, Glitch Productions has built up quite the portfolio of shows, ranging from classics like Meta Runner and Sunset Paradise, to modern favourites like Murder Drones and the Amazing Digital Circus, and even future projects like The Gaslight District, Knights of Guinevere, and Lackadaisy. But what you might not know is that Glitch actually has 4 shows that never had a full season. This video will dive into the Glitch shows that never were, and offer possible explanations as to why they were cancelled. So without further ado, let's get into it. Show 1. Ultra Jump Mania. Ultra Jump Mania was the first show on the Glitch channel, and was released over 5 years ago. The show is a spin-off to Meta Runner, and takes place at the end of Season 1. It follows a version of Coconut Boy, as he explores the world of his game. The pilot starts off with Coconut Boy in his house, when the Elder Tomato tells him he must defeat the Crab King to obtain his crown, or his cable subscription will be cancelled. The cable is just a picture of a crab taped to the TV. After stopping off to get a snack, Coconut Boy encounters the Crab King and defeats him by getting the Elder Tomato to tell the story of how the town the game is set in was founded, causing the Crab King to fall asleep. At the end of the pilot, we see Tari and Theo talking to each other before the 2 Coconut Boys get too close to each other, causing the game to glitch out, and that's the end of the pilot. So why do I think the show was cancelled? Well, the show was never officially cancelled or even mentioned at all after it released, but I think after 5 years it's safe to assume the show is dead. I think the show was cancelled due to low views. Being a spin-off of an existing popular show, it was never going to reach the same numbers as Meta Runner. The show has only just reached 1 million views. Kevin actually said that Ultra Jump Mania wasn't actually supposed to be a full pilot.
Yeah, before we even start, I think something actually really funny to note is this originally wasn't a pilot. This originally, we were just like, I think Luke and me were just memeing around. We were like, hey, what would Theo actually be like? What would a day of Theo's life actually be like?
Let's look into Theo's life.
And we were thought, oh, maybe we could just make a small short out of it. But then the short turned into an actual episode. And we were like,
ah, crap.
This could be an actual series. There's a lot of like stuff that we could do. Like, you could go to World 1, 2. You could go to like the final level, which is like
other NPCs, maybe, if there is even.
There could be villages that he could meet as well.
Yeah, you know, we don't even know.
Like his game could break and he could Wreck-It Ralph it into another game.
When someone asked what happened to Ultra Jump Mania on the Glitch Productions subreddit, Reddit user Frank the Tank 14 said it probably didn't get the numbers needed to be fully greenlit or was initially put on the back burner to focus on other shows. No updates were ever given, so we can't exactly say it was cancelled, more like an indefinite hiatus. Either way, a continuation for the show seems highly unlikely, since the voice actress for Thea left the company on not so good terms. Dragon Link said it just didn't get enough demand to justify making an entire season. Usually when the creators discussed Ultra Jump Mania, it relied on fan demand, which it didn't have. However, Ultra Jump Mania is unique, in that it's the only Glitch show that was originally intended to be a short that was turned into a full-on episode that could have been a new series. But that isn't even the only Meta Runner spin-off proposed by Kevin and Luke. During a Reddit AMA or Ask Me Anything on the Glitch Productions subreddit, Kevin and Luke are asked by Reddit user KnowSomewhere7493, will there be a Meta Runner spin-off? And Kevin and Luke replied with, depends how good the show does, haha. Fun fact, we've actually written and designed 3 spin-offs already, one that takes place before Meta Runner, one that takes place 5 years after, and one that takes place in the Meta Runner school with an all-new cast. I wonder what would have happened if Kevin and Luke decided to continue the Meta Runner franchise. So in Glitch's old channel trailer you can see a few frames of what appears to be a new show. But as Reddit user Dragon Links points out, no one really knows what the show is about. The current theory is that it was never a show, and instead just a few test animation scenes, or they were specifically made for the Welcome to Glitch trailer. One interesting thing about the show, besides the fact that we've seen less than 5 seconds, and a lot of the assets appear very close to assets Cinti Studios sells, a lot of these assets are fairly similar to ones that come from Cinti Studios. This asset pack seems fairly close to the Viking and their environment. This one looks to have a model fairly close to the Orc. I don't have enough proof on this one, but the pack seems to be the closest pack of theirs I found that could have been used for the dungeon. I could always be incorrect. I got curious and just decided to see if I could trace anything about the animations, and that's what I dug up. A while ago I was scrolling through the Meta Runner subreddit when I found this graphic outlining Glitch's then, current and upcoming shows. Everything looks normal until you get to this image, what appears to be pink headphones with text in the middle. When someone brought this up on the Glitch Productions subreddit, fans theorised that the show was Liam Vicker's International Cube, and honestly the text lines up. International Cube is a web animation series by Liam Vickers about a sentient weapon-like cube named Icon, and a 15-year-old boy named Max, who are on the run from a government agency. And that's what happened to the 4 cancelled Glitch shows. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe.